kidding. Today, I'm going to be testing the bite and showcasing a beautiful animal that many of you may already be familiar with.
Ow! Ouch! Ow! Wolf spiders. These impressive arachnids seem to be everywhere. In fact, the family of wolf spiders, Lycosidae, ranges across the globe. They can be found in a variety of shapes and sizes in a variety of habitats. Now, due to the fact that there's so many of these spiders, I'm creating a little mini-series where we test the bite of some of our largest native wolf spider species and see how they compare to one another. Interested? I thought you might be. In today's video, we'll be testing a spider bite from the genus Tigrosa to see what all their bite entails. Let's check it out.
Welcome back, everyone, to Jack's World of Wildlife. Now, I'm especially excited today to have you join me on the adventure of a lifetime. Today, I'm going to be testing the bite and showcasing a beautiful animal that many of you may already be familiar with. What I have right here is a very large wolf spider. Now, wolf spider refers to a ton of spiders, all in the family Lycosidae. So unlike the brown recluse, where if you tell me you've seen one or you've been bitten by it, I go like this to you. If you say you've seen a wolf spider, I'll be like, you know what? Chances are you definitely have. Brown spider in your house, wolf spider. Garage, wolf spider. You shine a headlamp into your yard and see millions of tiny fluorescing eyes shining back at you. Wolf spiders. And that's because wolf spiders are some of the most numerous spiders that you can encounter here in North America. Now, like I said, it's a general name, so I'm hoping, going to be able to test multiple genera of these wolf spiders to give you an accurate test of multiple different types, to give you a clear picture of what the bite of many of these spiders might entail. Now, once again, these are not aggressive spiders. Of course, they can be defensive if they feel their life is threatened. But once again, my main goal here is to showcase that, number one, these spiders are extremely reluctant to bite, and number two, even if they do bite, it's nothing to be concerned about. So I'm going to pop this lady out, and hopefully we can get a nice, juicy bite out of this fantastic wolf spider. So if you're interested, keep watching, and let's see together how painful and how interesting and what the effects are of the wolf spider bite. Oh, there you go. You found it. Oh, take a look at that. Nice, handsome wolf spider. I love wolf spiders. They're super, super cool spiders. As you can see, not aggressive animals by any means whatsoever. These are kind of voracious nomadic hunters. They're going to come out at night or in the early morning when it's a little cooler, and they're just kind of going to walk and probe around looking for soft-bodied invertebrates to devour. But these are great, fantastic species. I always love finding especially good-sized wolf spiders like this one. And I'm really curious to see what the bite of one of these spiders is going to be like. I've never been bitten by a wolf spider, actually, in all my years as a presenter and educator and spider enthusiast. I've spent many a day capturing wolf spiders. In fact, one of my first pets was a gigantic wolf spider I caught in my backyard who was absolutely covered in babies, and they actually all escaped and took over my room. I had 100 little wolf spiders in my room for a while. I was pulling wolf spider babies out of my room for a good while. But it was nice for me, maybe not nice for those watching.
It was nice for me, maybe not nice for those watching.
Oh, she pooped on me. Hey, a hit and run, a hit and run. Okay, well, we recaptured our poopist after she sprayed a high volume of spider feces onto me. So that's a little added bonus for the viewers at home. So that's good. She's had a nice meal recently. We always love to see that our lovely spider friends are doing quite well, especially when they defecate on my person. So I'm gonna try and get her out now, and I'm gonna try and pin her with my hands because this is a large spider. I don't wanna just try with my tweezers. I think that's gonna be in vain. She's gonna need a little more oomph, probably to get her to bite. So I'm gonna try and get her positioned on my arm here. No, you're not in an alternate universe. I am using my right arm because my left arm needs a little break every once in a while. Here we go. Amazing, amazing, spectacular wolf spider bite. The first of possibly many. And let's see. Ow!
I am no longer
She heard
ready.
me. You are no longer ready. Ready, folks? Why are you not biting me? Oh! Got to bite me on the finger. Ow! Ouch! Ow! Oh, woof! Look at those fangs! Oh, man! Oh, look at that! Chewing away! Oh, man! Ah! Definitely worse than the tarantula hog. That's actually pretty painful. Her right fang is still on my arm. Let go, please. That's like a bee sting. That's pretty good. She's still going. Okay, now she's done. Whoa. Look at my hands. Look how sweaty they are.
Look at that.
I know.
God.
I know. She like scored my flesh. Okay. Woof. Or should I say wolf? Ow. Look how sweaty my palm is compared to my other. Perhaps even compared to the size of my face. I don't know if the camera can pick that up.
It is.
Look at the difference. This one's completely dry. I am like sweating like a pig on that arm. Well, I think it's safe to say we got a good envenomation out of this spider. Now, here's what I expect. That was a decent initial pain. Kind of close to a bee sting, I would say. Not excruciating by any means. A lot of that pain, honestly, was the fangs actually penetrating the skin. These are large spiders, and they have very large fangs, equivalent to about the size of, any average needle you would be poked with if you get a vaccination or blood drawn or anything like that. So there is a good amount of mechanical damage, which is just physical trauma to my skin. But as well, you saw she was really chewing and she was injecting a good amount of venom. So it's a little stingy. I would say it's mostly subsided now, that stinging sensation. What I'm not looking forward to is the immense and extreme itchiness that I am sure this bite will entail. Now, it's important if you're bitten by one of these spiders to clean the wound as soon as you can. A simple soap and water, maybe if you want to put a little bit of rubbing alcohol on there, just to make sure that you prepare yourself to fend off any additional bacteria. Once again, a huge risk in some species of spider bites is introduced bacteria, which, if not managed, can become pretty nasty and pretty gnarly. So, of course, with all bites, with all scratches, with all cuts, you want to take your proper precaution and proper wound care and deal with those as you see them, as soon as you see them. The longer you wait is more time for dangerous bacteria to invade your body. She's like, all right, done. Yes, you did a very good bite, Miss Girl. Do you think I should try and put it on my face? Come on. Ah! Just kidding. Should I get a face tattoo like that? That'd be awesome.
Right here.
Yeah, right on my temple, on my eyelid. Man, these are such cool spiders. Isn't she cute, folks? She's so sweet. We love her. As you can see, no inclination to bite until she was pinned, and no inclination to bite afterward. That defensive bite can be great at deterring potential predators, but not so great at deterring wildlife educators such as myself from continuing to show you guys just how awesome these little spiders are. Well, these spiders are really, really awesome. Lycosidae is actually a really interesting group of spiders. They're the only spiders actually to carry their babies upon their abdomen after they hatch out of their egg sac, which is super cool. A lot of times I've seen plenty this year where they have a large spider in their kitchen or something, and they try and sweep it out with like a broom, and they go to sweep the spider out, and all of a sudden thousands of babies come trickling out. That is a wolf spider. So it can be difficult to tell from far away, but if you look closely, when they're carrying those babies, that abdomen doesn't look smooth. It looks like kind of fuzzy and granulated, and if you really look close enough, you can see it covered in tiny little spider nymphs ready to jump. But they actually will carry their babies for quite some time. They're great mothers. They actually will carry their egg sac with them until it hatches. Then they'll carry the babies with them until the babies are ready to venture off on their own. So even though they might look like horrible, scary monsters, they're just animals trying to survive, trying to find their way in the world, and they're great mothers as well. And I think that that's an amazing lesson for all of those who just see these creatures as kind of ill-intentioned, gross aliens, when in fact, they're really, in their base needs, desires, and wants, are not much different than you and I. They want to live happy, safe lives, reproduce, and of course, live their lives to the fullest. Now, if you're a spider, that's a lot easier to do. You don't have to worry about bills and traffic. You just eat the occasional unsuspecting cricket and mate with other spiders. And, that sounds like a lot simpler of a life. Hopefully in another life I'll be a spider, and I can eviscerate my prey with a beautiful array of sharp fangs. But alas, in this life I am a human being, and I do have to pay bills, and I have to get bitten by venomous animals in order to pay those bills. So thank you for your continued support. I hope that you enjoyed this bite test. Like I said, oh, check that out. It's weeping. So you can see a little inflamed there. Let's see if I can coax her onto that. Look at that, folks. That's pretty cool. I wonder if that's kind of venom being pushed out, or if that's just kind of pus or something, but there looks to be some kind of clear fluid mixed with my blood on the surface of my skin there. Interesting. Like I said, I think this will have some pretty decent inflammation. This is a large spider. It's a large venom yield, but not a very potent venom. So I'm expecting for it to be similar to the jumping spider bite, where we've got pretty good inflammation and some pretty nasty itchiness without much or any systemic reactions or systemic effects or any of that kind of stuff. So I'm super excited. Keep watching for the updates. This is going to be a shorter bite video, but I really wanted to kind of kick off our wolf spider bite tests. This was a perfect individual, nice and big. She was able to get a good bite in. You got to see those fangs kind of just pinching into my skin, which made for an amazing and interesting video, in my opinion. And I'm excited to show you all the effects. So stay tuned, and we're going to see what exactly this wolf spider bite entails. All right, folks, take a look here. Here's an update on the Tigrosa wolf spider. Good sized envenomation. You can see there's a little bit of inflammation. It's not really tender or painful at all anymore. Just kind of some patchy inflammation. I think tomorrow you'll see a lot more pink in this kind of forearm area, and it's going to be itchy for, I would estimate, about 6 days, maybe about a week. That was a really solid envenomation. You could kind of see that venom that still was like pooling up onto my skin. So I think she got a lot of venom in there. But like I said, the pain is completely gone. That venom is not super toxic. It's not very painful, but I'm gonna keep updating and show you guys what all happens with this.
I know it's loud, but I'm doing my dishes because I'm on that chore stuff as a productive person. But take a look. The best lighting is in front of my dishwasher, so sorry. But you can see a little pink. It's a little itchy. This is the Tigrosa bite, the wolf spider bite. Pretty good. We got a lot of venom in that bite. Nothing like painful now. It's a little bit itchy there, but I'm gonna see how much it's gonna get inflamed tomorrow. It could go either way. It could completely stop at this point and completely dissipate, or you know, we might see a little bit more inflammation. But it's gonna be interesting to see just how severe this is. It wasn't a ton of that initial pain, and really not a ton of inflammation so far. So it could very well end up being that even a large wolf spider bite is, you know, really nothing to be concerned about. But one last look at that, and I guess we'll see what it looks like in the future. Take a look at this. This is the Tigrosa bite the morning after. Look how, when I stretch my hand like that, see how tight that is? So obviously a good little bit of inflammation here. And according to my research and my hypothesis, I was correct in assuming that this was going to be extremely, extremely itchy. So of course it is inflamed quite drastically, and it's got a good itch to it. Whoa, take a look at this, folks. Look at the level of inflammation from the Tigrosa wolf spider bite. Look at that pink. That is impressive. But really no pain at all at the moment, just severe itchiness. I'm on vacation. Wow, okay, this lighting is not doing me any favors. Why do I look like I've been like radiation burned? Yuck. Okay, anyway, so yeah, once again, the dinosaur pajamas make a comeback. But that is impressive. I'm really after yesterday, I was kind of thinking, I don't know if we're gonna get a ton of inflammation with this, like the jumping spider bite. But of course, you can see that inflammation has maybe even exceeded this. This is looking pretty close to what we got with the desert hairy scorpion sting, which was, I think, partially attributed to yield. So I actually think that there's a good chance that the level of inflammation that we're seeing here is due to just the sheer amount of venom that animal injected, which is causing my body to have to kind of address a lot of venom. It's a large volume of venom that it's having to deal with, but you can see that is pretty good inflammation. I'm very impressed by that. That's really cool. Okay, here we are, day 4. A lot of that initial inflammation from day 2 is pretty much gone. It was kind of pretty much exactly the same yesterday, so I actually didn't end up making an update. But today you can see a lot less inflamed, a lot less pink. I know it's weird lighting in here. I promise I don't look this gross, but not too bad. It's still a little warm, a little itchy, but pretty much totally on the way out again. This is super weird lighting. I don't know why it's making me look so gross. You see it better there? That looks a little more normal. Yeah, there you go. That's what my arm looks like. You can see that kind of pink is like the bite site, which was kind of indiscernible the last few days because my whole arm was so inflamed, and unless I kind of like bent my arm or did something like that where you could see that it was most tight in that area. Yeah, interesting. I think it'll be done here in the next few days. I don't know, really no way of knowing, but I think it'll be finished here soon. Focus, please. Yeah, not too bad. Okay, folks, here we are about 6 days later. As you can see, nothing.
So, I am completely healed from the Tigrosa wolf spider bite. Nothing but a thing. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna send you over to myself from the past for a wicked outro, but I hope you found all of this very interesting.
Okay, folks, so by now you've seen the full extent of the Tigrosa wolf spider bite. I hope that you found it interesting and enlightening. I hope, too, that you were able to see the true nature of these animals, not as something to be afraid of, not as something to be feared, but just as animals that are more than happy to kind of flee in the face of danger rather than bite. So, I'm sorry, my friends, but now I must leave you. So thank you so much for watching. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Of course, turn on post notifications so you don't miss any future videos. If you really, really like the content, I really appreciate my supporters on YouTube memberships and Patreon. They actually help financially support a lot of the channel, which is absolutely amazing. So special thank you to all of those who have chosen to do that. Of course, if you like what I'm wearing, it's available on my store. This is my Red Widow merch, Latrodectus bishopi, the illustrious and beautiful Florida endemic widow spider. It's really great. It's got the logo on the back, so you know who you're repping. But thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your viewership. I hope that you learned something. I hope that your eyes were opened into the world of wolf spiders, not as something to be feared, but as important members of their respective ecosystems. So thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next Friday. Take it easy.